It's mid-May, and we've got some chickens coming in a couple of weeks' time. And in our barn, we're going to be setting up our workshop. And you know, we're at the point where I absolutely need to get a chicken brooder made, so we can't put off getting the workshop all set up and going anymore. So I figured it's time, let's do that and do a little bit of a barn tour at the same time. So we got a bit of a windy day, but let's start outside. So our barn, it's a two-story barn. On the main floor, it's got stalls, it's got a workshop space, and on the upstairs, it's kind of a blank slate. Previous owners had roughed in the gyprock. I'd been told by the person we bought it from that at some point someone was going to put some accommodations up there, and ultimately thought the better of it. So it's even got roughed in plumbing, and all the electrical is roughed in upstairs. So not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that space yet, but let's go for a little bit of a walk around outside. So this metal post that's right behind me is actually a gas line that's been run down the hill from the house and terminates here. So right now there's no actual heat source in the barn. So I would love to take that gas and take it the 50 feet or so across in front of me over to the barn. And at some point it would be great to have a gas heater in the barn, in the workshop. So right beside the barn, we have the chicken coop. Well, it's a shed. It's kind of another blank slate right now. I've got it all emptied out, and you'll see where everything that had been in it sort of accumulated in one of the horse stalls inside. And we're going to turn that into our chicken coop, and I'll show you quickly behind that. So behind the coop, you'll see that there is a 15 by 15 concrete foundation, and you'll also notice that there's no siding at the bottom. So I think someone in the past had intended to turn that into a coop and a run and just never quite finished the project. But that's exactly what we're gonna do. So the only thing is, with the 15 by 15 footing for the run outside, doesn't give me enough real estate for all the chickens that I want to put in there. So I'm gonna bust up the end of that and extend it out another 5 feet. So with a 15 by 20 footprint for a chicken coop run, that'll allow us to have up to 30 chickens in this coop laying eggs. Wow, excuse the wind noise. It's still nothing like it was here the other day. Behind the barn, we've got this shed right here. So there is a inside portion of the shed where previous owners had kept hay for their horses. This spot right behind me, the big open spot, I've just been putting all the wood in there that I've been collecting off the property. There's been some gorgeous pieces of old barn board that I found around here. And right here. So at this point the wind got really bad, so time for a little voiceover. So on the right hand side over my shoulder, you'll see an old Massey Ferguson sickle bar mower that I pulled out of the brush on the property, and need to stop into the dealer and see if that's in the realm of the possible to get that all fixed up. Over my head you'll see the harrow, and I use that to clean up that really filthy paddock that's just behind me. And then over to the left hand side, that empty spot is where I am going to put a Massey Ferguson hay rake that I bought last week, and it is getting picked up tomorrow up in Edmonton. And so here beside the barn, we've also got the tent trailer parked. It's you know, probably one of the most sheltered places I could put it. You know, at least wind is blocked from the south, so it's a decent spot to put it. It's easy to just pull around the chicken coop and park it right there, and back up to it and up the hill and off the property. So when we got the barn, the doors were busted, and every door on this property had its own one set of keys. So I've fixed up the doors, got the locks working on both the top and the bottom of the secondary door there, and got a new coded entry put on it that matches the house as well. So trying to eliminate all the keys that got left for us on this property. Dad's back. Dad's back. Dad's back. Okay. Okay, Lilo, down. Down. So now inside of the barn, we'll give you a bit of a tour of what the main floor looks like here. Not sure what you'd call this space behind us. Right now, I mean, it's got rubber matting. It doesn't have, you know, anything to contain anything that you'd put in there. You know, it's the windows are boarded over to you know, protect breaking glass from any animals in here. But right now, all I've been doing is just more wood that came with us from the other properties just gotten set in here, and some plywood as well. You know, some of my little scraps I've got just hidden away on the rack there. Opposite to us, we've got this is what the previous owners had as their workshop space, and it's just you know, just a small room. It's got a workbench that they put in here, workbench on that side, you know, some shelving, you know, either way. Again, more thick rubber matting on the floor. So, you know, in just so I don't have to do anything else immediately, I've just been depositing a lot of my hand tools in here, and but I've got all the big power tools in a room next to it. So through this wall is a big, a large room that's where I've been putting all the large power tools. I'll show you that in a minute. So come into this main space here, and it leads to an actual horse stall, and then that other big empty workshop space, Lilo. And then in here we've got a tack room, which I'll show you in a couple minutes. So this space right here, this is the horse stall, and it's really just become the catch-all right now since I've cleared out the shed in order to get the chicken coop going. So right now it's got you know, our goose hunting blind, you know, the rooftop carrier, the bikes, and you know, all kinds of other stuff that the old owners had in here as well, and goodies that got left behind. When we go across this way, so this is the workshop space right here, where, you know, it's got, I'll show you, it's got roughed in water already here behind. Lots of closet space. So it's got under the stairs closets. Someone at some point after this was originally done built these two closet spaces in here. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep them. I may appreciate the bigger floor space in here, but we'll get an appreciation of that today because I'm going to work on setting up this workshop today. Then in that closet we actually have the panel, where the water comes into the barn and then goes out to the hydrants around the property. That's controlled by there. And here we've got all the large tools that are going to get set up here today. All right, so in here, tight quarters, we've got what was the tack room. You know, you get the saddle rack there. They had a feed bin right behind us here, a set of shelves. So, but of course, what I'm using it for right now is all the hunting stuff. So, got all the goose decoys there, waders. You know, you got shooting sticks, fishing bags, tree stands sitting down there on the floor. More goose decoys down there. So yeah, for me, it's perfect room right now until we actually have cause to use it for what it was supposed to be built for. All right, so now I'll take you and show you the upstairs. So it's a great space. Like I said, unfinished and a bit of a blank slate. They have a coat closet that they built into this space at the bottom of the stairs. Come on up. Yeah, they know too. Yes, they know. So in here, there's an actual roughed-in bathroom, and they did a poor job on the cladding. You can see right through the side of the barn right there. So gonna have to do a bit of work on that. But down there, you got the roughed in for the plumbing. All the electrical is all roughed in. They even have a rough in for a shower in here. Now, I don't expect I'm ever gonna be putting a shower in here. They had a rough in for a kitchen space right there. They've got the plumbing coming up. And yeah, it's just a big blank slate up here. They've got more closets built in up here, and you know, just great views out of the, you know, out towards the hill on both the front and the back of the barn. So, you know, if I were to make this my workspace at some point, you know, put a desk over there and have a great view of the hill. But really, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this space yet. But, you know, nice to have it, and nice that it's been roughed in, even though it does need a little bit of work. Go away, puppy. get some ongoing projects. I'm gonna finish up at some point. So there, hope you enjoyed seeing the barn. I'm pleased that we finally got the workshop set up here. We're a little over 3 months since we moved in. So now I can get going on all the projects that need this workshop, and particularly getting that chicken brooder built and ready to go for when our first batch of chickens arrives on the 29th later this month. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.